What's up, everyone? Wonderful day. A wonderful day. It was another slow day like yesterday. I love these slow days where we just print money. It's beautiful. And we got several multi-baggers here today on Lunar and Space. We played APP on the breakout for A size. That's our max sizing that I'm willing to put on a position for that one. Made some great profits. I actually rolled those kind of early on the day because I thought we were getting a little too overbought and a little too hot into this breakout. So I was expecting them to kill the premium. So I actually rolled earlier than normal. And then near the lows today, actually timed the lows perfectly for averaging into that roll a bit as well. So still in the position, but ended up snagging the profits out of the inflated premiums. Pretty ideal, I also have some small names, just like Lunar and Space. Honestly, I had some grab, went ahead and took some profits on that one as well. Oracle. I mean, we've done this on Oracle probably. What is this, like the sixth time we've doubled our Oracle contracts on our trades? Like, it's actually crazy. So yeah, we'll talk about that more in just a moment. I do also want to give a shout out to one of our members who ended up getting 1,300 on his SPCE calls. Beautiful. And I also have a little bit of goof today that I forgot to sell. I didn't sell all the Lunar contracts. I still have some in the small account, but honestly, it's even higher than these exits. So looks like that's going to play out really nicely for me. Love to see that. So let's kind of talk about some charts here. Okay, APP looks really great to me. Closing above 63 is exactly what you want to see. You want to see a nice consolidation above the breakout range. Beautiful. Not too concerned about it. The thing with this one too is that your daily is just now getting the breakout confirmation and your weekly is in tandem. We like that setup. We've made a lot of money on that setup a lot of times. So looking fantastic to me there. I am going to quickly fix this. I'm trying to change these all to white because people complain that it's hard to see. Oracle, this is rent a lot, okay? And I see here this says almost 7 billion market cap. That's a lot for this company. I think that if the TikTok news comes out, this stock could easily run higher. The Oracle hitting $1 trillion, if they're allowed to buy TikTok, I think is reasonable. I honestly don't even think that's overpriced. And a lot of people think, oh, you're buying just a social media company, but you're not. The TikTok shop is so overlooked. And, one of the trends that we really have had no opportunity to really profit off of in the current names on the market, but it is a massive trend, according to the data, is the live shopping. So there's so many, I don't even know if you call them influencers, but there's been a resurgence of this, like on TV, was it TV demand or something? The lady's on TV, she's doing a live display, and the boomers sitting at home are, ooh, I gotta call and buy that one. That's actually making a comeback on TikTok. And because of that, their shop is actually doing really well, and people are making a living just like buying something off the TikTok shop and then spending all day on the live stream, like showcasing it. And they're making good money doing that. And anyone can do it. It's no longer like a network doing it. So that's a new viral trend. And that really makes TikTok an online retailer / social media company. And in my opinion, that, they're probably still in the growth phase, probably not break even. The potential there, though, the market loves those non-profitable companies because then the potential's endless. I will say, if they don't get the TikTok purchase, which the rumor going around is we're gonna hear the news within a week. If they don't get it, this stock probably gets smacked. It's the previous high. Because there's a lot of rumors built into it right now. If they do, I still think you got 30 to 50 points upside. No problem. If they don't, yikes. So I'm sized in a way that puts that into consideration. That any calls you have right now, don't oversize, because zero is totally possible on those. When this thing gets smacked down, they'll kill the stock will do a massive retracement, and they'll like instantaneously slaughter the premiums. And like we've been talking about, the big trend, what's been printing a bunch of money, is really hunting out for these breakout moves on these small cap stocks. Like Space got that huge move today, big pump. A lot of people say, "Oh, I got lucky because of news," but honestly, on the longer time frames, you saw the hints of this building, both on the daily time frame. Oh man, you need to really zoom in there. You see the dailies flipping over right there, and the weeklies about to get the flip. Okay, and remember, we talk about this setup all the time. We've got custom scan tools even for Discord members, not just for me, but for Discord members, where they can run filters for this. And we also have different scanners built in TradingView. Again, all Discord members have I make sure to share that with them. So BTBT is another position that I still really like. It's a crypto position. We've played this company before. We've actually made a lot of money on this company before. In 2024, it was a big money printer, catching actually both of these spikes on this name, and then got out with profits. And now it looks like we're going to make another run. This thing going to $5, $6 is totally probable. It loves to make those runs. It's actually got some decent fundamentals for such a small cap company. Bitcoin's actually cleaning up pretty well. We got that dump, looks like, into the close here. And even then, you're only coming back to your bullish EMA here that's reformed. So I think Bitcoin looks great. As we've said time and time again, and I'm just going to keep saying it, I should say for Bitcoin, my price target's about 130 in the short term, and my Ethereum price target's 4,000. It's probably going to go, if you break the top of this wedge in this rally, which is totally doable, what we're probably most likely to see is that this will pump up. It will do like one back test, burn people out, and then it will shoot through. When you get that breakout moment of this wedge, your price target is going to want to be like 6,000, 7,000, maybe even 8, honestly, because you're breaking out of a 4-year wedge here. So the move could very easily be something massive like that. All-time highs there. So it's even longer period of consolidation. The Bitcoin retail's not even FOMOing into this. I've been watching the flows on the Ethereum ETFs, and it's all institutional buyers, pretty much. It's very little retail, which tells you that like the real FOMO buying of retail hasn't even begun. Like they're still piddling around in shit coins, or they're just not even paying attention. So we like that. We like that a lot. A bit of a mixed bag when it comes to the big caps. Now, we did break the previous high on SPY, but we didn't hold it. So we're still kind of in this in-between zone. Anywhere in here, we could potentially just roll over and start to play out this structure. I would have been a little bit more confident if we got a strong follow through over that previous high and then held it. I wanted to close above that. And then I'll start to say, okay, next leg of the rally, we'll adjust our downside targets. This right here, still a bit more iffy. Not really the strength that you wanted to see out of the semiconductor names that would instill confidence in me that we are definitely going to take this next leg higher. Especially when the names a little bit further out on the risk curve, like CoreWeave. Like there's just not enough, which, I don't blame people for not wanting to buy this stock at this price, because honestly, it's kind of like Uber, in my opinion, where they're allowed to exist. Okay. Like their partnership with NVIDIA is why they do so well. And at any point, NVIDIA could just say, yeah, you know what? I think we're just going to incorporate your business model into ours and just wipe them off the board. But Nvidia got a nice continuation, but AMD didn't manage to break the pre-market high. It's not really what you want to see, but it's not necessarily terrible. A-Lab still being a turd and just chopping it up a bit. TSM, lackluster move. It honestly, to the end of the day, looked like it wanted to get the nice breakthrough, but ended up again also closing below yesterday's pre-market high. This is either a setup for a very beautiful and profitable Lotto Friday, or we're going to see chop that's going to leave a lot of uncertainty into the weekend that could lead to a little bit of selling into the close on Friday. That could just be a 50-50 flip on whether you're going to rally back to the upside on Monday or whether we're going to go back to these massive gap downs, futures buys them up type of scenario. So that's what I'm thinking right now for the place that I have open. We're looking for relative strength. We're sticking with that. The greater macro theme or playing the indexes doesn't look appealing here when they're chopping it sideways. I will say, consolidating at the all-time highs is not necessarily bearish. It's the breadth is dying. That's what I'm trying to point out here, by the way. Just wanted to add some extra clarity to that so no one's confused. That's about it. It was a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Great profits. Best profits. I'm not going to do another Trump impression. I think we do that a bit much. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you guys check out the newsletter in the description down below on YouTube. Because I thought yesterday's post was really good. I got some great feedback on it, and we got great stuff there. Okay, 4 minutes there, worth hours of doom scrolling on X. Okay, have a good one, and God bless.